And of course, there's always a fun side to Anzac Day, with countless games of two-up played in pubs, clubs and just about everywhere else right across the country. It's also a chance to raise a glass to our diggers, and there's plenty of that going on as well. The rest of the news after the break, including parents joining the search for their missing daughter, and the standoff continues at the Church of the Nativity.
What do you call a car that gives you a CD player, air conditioning, power windows and mirrors, remote central locking, and driver's airbag, all as standard features? You call it the best looking deal in town. Mazda 323 Estina and Protégé shades, running out from just $19,990, but only while stocks last, so...
For this Thursday and Friday at Kmart, you can get 15% off store-wide. Excludes computer game consoles, cigarettes, gift vouchers and Kmart Tyre and Auto Service. With 15% off store-wide, Kmart is the home of low prices.
Well, the other day we sent young Nipper downtown for some hardware. And I thought, Nipper, don't muck around and waste money. Well, he comes back with a set of 4 Boulevard canisters for just $29.95 and a Dalterra doormat for $19.95. He even got a Philips Energy Saver Globe for $9.95 at the homemaker sale at Home Hardware. I said, you're learning, Nipper. You're learning.
Home Hardware.
Homemaker Dog-a-Log, out now.
At Best & Less right now, it's cool for kids. These toddlers' tops and pants, $6.99 each. What great value. And these tops and pants, just $9.99 each. Don't they look great? It's the best family value.
At Best & Less, you've done well.
A ferocious bout of road rage has ended in tragedy in Adelaide. An argument erupted between two men after a small sedan allegedly cut off a van in the city's southern suburbs. Within minutes, the driver of the sedan had been run down and laid dead in the street despite frantic efforts by onlookers to revive him. The van was later found nearby. A man has been charged with murder after surrendering to police. And AOL Time Warner, the world's largest media company, says it's lost more than $100 billion, the biggest quarterly loss in American corporate history. The company, which owns CNN, Warner Brothers, a string of magazines, and the world's most popular subscriber internet service, says the result was caused by the downturn in online advertising. The loss is so huge, it is equal to the gross national products of countries such as Uruguay and Bulgaria. With sport is next, and Sri Lanka's greatest bowler has gone to the Dogs.
Yes, so while being patched up in Melbourne, also in Anzac Day League, the Roosters scrape home against the Dragons. And at the MCG, Collingwood roll the Bombers in an upset.
Coming up, our Anzac Day special. From the town that earned a special place in the Anzac tradition to the kids paying their own tribute. Plus, behind the scenes on the TV hit ER. A current affair after the news.
Take aim and fight signs of aging.
L'Oreal introduces new improved Revitalift. Now Pro-Retinol A is encapsulated in nanosomes to penetrate deep into the skin, targeting where wrinkles need it most. In 4 weeks, Revitalift reduces the appearance of even the most visible wrinkles. Enriched with Paralastol, it leaves your skin looking firmer within 8 days. New improved Revitalift from L'Oreal Plenitude.
Because you're worth it.
There are sports, and there are extreme sports. Just like there are compact four-wheel drives, and there's the Nissan X-Trail. An extreme all-mode four-wheel drive system, an extreme interior, and extreme power. The X-Trail. Only Nissan takes the compact four-wheel drive to the extreme. Just like the Italian.
Cheese, gringo.
And now introducing new Arnott's Salt and Vinegar Shapes. Flavour so big, you can see it.
The great news from Blockbuster is that you can now take home selected new releases for 3 nights. That's 3 nights, so you have more time to enjoy new releases like Reese Witherspoon's Legally Blonde, the action-packed A Knight's Tale, and the hilarious comedy Cats and Dogs. Take home 3-night new releases and make it a Blockbuster night.
Brad Fittler continues to revive the Roosters, inspiring his team to an Anzac Day victory over St George Illawarra to start round 7 of the NRL. Despite a Dragons comeback, the Roosters won 24-20, Fittler playing a key role in 3 of their 4 tries.
This match marked the 75th anniversary of Rugby League on Anzac Day. The first march pass started by Brad Fittler.
Fittler from Haggerty, there it is!
Willie Peters matched Fittler's effort.
Go to the left-hand side.
For fellow captain Trent Barrett to make it 8-all, the Dragons' first chance to lead blown just before half-time. A last-ditch Luke Ricketson pass allowing Luke Phillips to take a chance a minute after the break.
Who staggered? Who stumbled? But fell across the line to score!
Fittler orchestrated 2 more tries, unconventional kicks becoming contagious as Craig Wing picked the fruits.
It's banana kick crazy suddenly in the NRL, and Fittler comes up with a Joey best. It's unbelievable what's happening with these kicks.
Down by 16 points, the Dragons rallied, running in 2 converted tries in 5 minutes.
We've got a finish coming up here in the last 10 minutes.
With the deficit down to 4, Barrett received a penalty and opted for a quick tap. The Roosters' defence inside 10 metres during the next 2 plays, but unnoticed by the referee.
That is disgraceful. The Roosters were never even close to being back to 10.
After losing 4 in a row, a Fittler-inspired Roosters have now won 2 on the trot.
We're in a bit of trouble a couple of weeks ago, and we had a good win against a pretty depleted side last week, and I thought it was a pretty good game, pretty tough game.
Andrew McKinlay, National 9 News.
As expected, the Cowboys' Tim Madison received a heavy suspension when he fronted the league judiciary last night. The prop has been banished for 10 weeks following this incident at the weekend. Afterwards, Madison had no complaints.
It's fair in the situation.
The Broncos were less than happy that forward Petro Sivanasiva was suspended for a week for his careless tackle on Penrith's Martin Lang. In the AFL, almost 85,000 fans have braved a miserable Melbourne day to see one of the biggest upsets of the season so far. In the traditional Anzac Day clash, Collingwood made Essendon look ordinary in the wet, winning by 33 points. The massive crowd had great expectations, but in the wet and slippery conditions, it was trench football. Nothing was easy. Just 5 goals in the first 2 quarters. At the long break, the Pies were in front 23-16. While the third quarter, they completely dominated, kicking 4 unanswered goals for a 31-point lead.
This will hurt.
Too desperate and too good. Collingwood had the game by the throat, and there was nothing the favourites could do about it.
A famous victory. Collingwood win 9-12-66 to Essendon 4-9-33.
And a face that belongs to the sounds of summer. Sri Lankan spinner Muttiah Muralitharan, with an arm in a sling, turned up at a Western Bulldogs training session. Not that he follows the Dogs.
I don't follow a team, just now I have to follow them because I came here.
Muttiah's just had surgery on his shoulder that will keep him out of action for 6 weeks. He plans to keep on bowling for another 5 years and achieve 600 test wickets, having already collected 412. Just 107 behind the world record holder Courtney Walsh.
At the rate he's going, he should make it.
He should.
Weather details after the break. Then a star of stage, screen and sky finds his wings again.
But 2:30 knots.
Coming up, our moving tribute to the town that earned a special place in the Anzac tradition. Plus, behind the scenes with TV's smash hit ER. Next.
Come into Best and Less right now. Because we've got great jeans for the whole family, all for under $30. The latest styles for mum, dad and the kids. Jeans for everybody. It's the best family value.
At Best and Less, you've done well.
Still going. In
Carbohydrates for fuel, protein and calcium for muscle and bone strength. What growing bodies need is in Kellogg's Nutri-Grain.
Near perfect in Sydney this Anzac Day, warm and sunny with a light breeze and a clear, mild night ahead. In the city it's currently 22 degrees, that's after a top of 25, 29 at Parramatta and Liverpool. Some early morning fog patches around the city again tomorrow. And a mostly sunny day, but some showers developing in the afternoon. 25 on the coast, 26 in the west. A cold front is moving through the state, bringing with it the cooler, wet conditions. Around the country tomorrow, showers in Melbourne and Hobart, fine in the other capitals. Those showers tipped for Sydney tomorrow are expected to stay around for the weekend and well into next week. We end our Anzac Day coverage with a veteran who became one of our finest actors. More than 50 years ago, Bud Tingwell was on reconnaissance flights over enemy territory, but he hasn't taken the controls of a military aircraft since. That changed this week with an invitation from the RAAF Roulettes.
Okay, handing over. All right, taking over. Roger.
At 79, he says his old flying skills weren't as rusty as he thought. His instructor summing it up this way.
He said, you know, you had a choice of staying on as a pilot and becoming an actor. He said, I think you made the wrong choice. And I said, well, yeah, a few directors have said that to me once or twice over the years.
Actor or aviator, this veteran can slip easily into either. The way it is Thursday, April 25th, we'll leave you tonight with a special reading of the Ode by our last Anzac, Alec Campbell. This is Brian Henderson. Good night.
They shall not go old as we who are left go old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning we shall remember them.